we were just talking over lunch. Are we really going to see that much variation in the small number of human samples already collected? And, all the way through this morning, I heard from a number of speakers. I didn't think it would come up much, but from a number of people, really poor information on the epi, really zero information on the wildlife reservoir, the role of domestic animals. There are groups out there collecting, we're obviously doing it, but there are other groups out there collecting samples. There are ways we can engage with a diverse group of parties in Saudi Arabia and other countries to get far more samples to try and identify some of the sequences that then you can use to create pseudoviruses, whatever you do, to broaden that diversity. And I think that should be the start. When we're talking about basic biology, that should be the step one. Better epi, and then going out and getting better surveillance in the origin of these viruses.
Well, I certainly have that as one of the first points, additional discovery for biopreparedness. One of the problems with discovery is that guys go out and sequence, and then you don't, and well, it's difficult to get isolates. That's hard to do, but I think you sequence, but you don't really do anything except deposit the sequence. I think we need to think about logical tools. What sort of reagents on a shelf do we really want to have available? Do we want, how many different spikes do we want recombinant proteins of?
Yes, so what I was going to say, the issue of what is getting samples out of Saudi Arabia is separate to finding out more about the diversity of these viruses in the wild. Because, bats don't actually have passports and check in when they move from one country to another. And the same bats that are in Saudi are all across the Middle East and into Africa. So you can go to countries that are easier to work with, you can get samples out of them. Even in Saudi Arabia, there are people out there who are willing and able to work with the wildlife side who are just not being approached. And you would be able to get samples out through that way too. On the epi side, if I was controlling NIAID's efforts to build something on MERS, wouldn't I just focus on funding the groups that are actually making some impact on the epi side? So any groups that are out there who've been given access to clinical samples, they're the ones that need resources, that need to be encouraged to get back out there and do more work and to build on that. Because we're in the beginnings of building bridges with Saudi Arabia and the other countries.
So that's for sample collection and getting on site. The question to this group is, what kind of reagents can we help supply those groups so that they can be more effective?
Right.